And hello, everybody. Today we are doing a new series I would like to call CB's Mod Reviews. And today, I honestly think we should review Alien Evolution. So, this mod is a Ben 10 mod that you can create the Omnitrix and all the aliens designs are super cool, but right here is most likely one of the first structures you're going to find. It's either going to be this structure or that structure right there, but we're going to start with this structure. So there's no real entrance to this structure, so you have to break in. But there's always a chest right here, and it would have some Omnishards, Galvan scrap sometimes, and sometimes some lead. Now, if you walk this way, all the way to the back, you'll see over here, you'll find a Omnitrix core. This one is green. They can spawn in any color. And then there is always a secret room down here that will have some iron, Omnishards, and Galvan scrap. I believe that's all of the spawn. I believe you can spawn lead ingots as well. And that's about it. But now that we have the Omnitrix core, we can go over here, and this is how you craft the Omnitrix. You need 4 Galvan plates, which is a Galvan. Wait, hold up. Which is 4 Galvan scrap with 1 titanium. And then you need a Galvan circuit. So if I search up Galvan circuit, you need 2 redstone, 2 omni crystals, 1 raw titanium, and 4 Galvan plates. So you need 4 of the Galvan circuits, 4 of the Galvan plates, and 1 Omnitrix core. Now let's grab this. Alright. And then, to make Omnitrix, Omnicrystals, you just need Omnishards, 9 of them, any color, to create an Omnicrystal. Now, this we'll get to in a minute, but this over here, this is the Omni workbench. So, let me just grab that, and then let's place this down. And then we can put our Omnitrix on it. And then say, I don't know, I want to make the Kevin Omnitrix. I forget what it's called. Sorry. But you can customize it however you want with the Omni Crystals. So, but honestly, I like having blue because, I mean, I like blue. My eyes are blue, so. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Nah. Boom. Mm-mm. Yeah. And then once you're done customizing it, you can pick it up, and then you just right click. And now you have your very own Omnitrix. Now if you want to change the glow, you go in your inventory, you press the powers button, and then over here. So I'm going to change my glow to blue. And then there. Now, I am going to give myself some master control, but I will show you how to get master control in pure survival. Ignore that. I just have the mini-map mod. So, you press V to look at your aliens. So we have 10 aliens in total. We have a Heat Blast, Ghost Freak, Wild Mutt, Ripjaws, Grey Mattern, Forearms, Upgrade, Accelerate, Stinkfly, and Diamond Head. Let's turn into Heat Blast. Now, they won't have the names that Ben 10 gave them. They will have their actual alien names. But that is super easy to change. You go here, and then you can name it whatever you want. Like, I don't know. Fire Guy. How about that? Oh, dang it. Alright, well, we'll just keep it Pyronite. Now, if you want to change how he looks, you go into the power menu, you press this button, then you press this, and then say I want my fire to be blue, and then that to be black. See? There we go. Now, if you have master control, you can instantly transform back into your normal self. But if you don't have master control, that is going to be, you're not going to be able to change back until it times you out. And then you have to wait a little bit, or you can get hit while you're on half a heart, and then it will bring it back so you get a chance to not die. Here, let's turn into Ghost Freak. So as Ghost Freak, you get night vision. And then, hold up. Slash. Alright, well, I don't know how to give them levels, but maybe if I just do experience set, boom. Let's do 3,000 levels. Okay, yeah, no, it didn't. This is part of a different mod. Don't worry about that. Alright, but say you defeat a bunch of mobs. You can get all this stuff for your aliens. The more you level them up, the more powerful they get. Once you have one alien fully leveled up, you can transform back, go in here, and then you can upgrade these. Right here is where you can have the ability to take the Omnitrix off. Over here, I've actually never used this ability. I don't know what it does, but it says entering the master control code will revoke master control and restore. Okay, so this just makes it so you lose master control if you put in the master control code again. Again, I will get to the master control code in a minute. Right here, rapidly switch between alien forms without returning to human. Activate with the quick change wheel keybind. Distransform at will, timing out the Omnitrix. Open core, exposes module slots, enabling the use of equipment modules. Currently unavailable because they did get rid of the modules. That is what this was. They got rid of it for this. And then remove the Omnitrix core to disable self-destruct or swap with another. Now that's all the stuff for there. Alright, now we can look at the other structures. Right here, this is it's called a Galvan Tower, I believe. You will always find an Omnitrix workbench. You will always find a villager that sells Omnishards, and then you will always find 3 Galvan cartographers. 2 of them will sell an ancient key, and one of them will sell an ancient urn. This chest will have some paper. Jeez, that's a lot of paper. Never seen that much paper in one of the chests. But it will always spawn with an eye armor trim, a couple books, a couple pieces of paper, and sometimes you can get enchantment books. Now up here, there's always 4 chests that can spawn from the crystals, food. This stuff is part of a different mod. I don't know why it spawns in this. But lapis, Galvan scraps, again, part of a different mod right here, but more food and then rotten flesh. Now, we're going to check out the structure that is usually with this structure whenever you're exploring. It's this, like, little crane thing over here. It's usually always in front of this. I've never found one by itself. It's always been with that thing. But down here, you will find an emerald ore, a lectern, a bed, decorated pot, redstone flux crystal cluster, redstone, a chest with some omnicrystals, and sometimes other stuff, and then you will find a piece of titanium ore. I've actually never... Hold up, let me grab a brush. And... okay, so the things down here can give Omnishards, iron, more Omnishards. This one contains Galvan scrap. This one contains copper. This one contains an Omnishard. And then finally, this one contains iron ingot. Oh, wait, there's more over here. They both contain iron ingots. Okay. How about this one? That is a piece of Galvin scrap. Alright. And then there's another here. And there's one up right behind that redstone flux crystal. This one looks like it's giving a piece of lead ore. Yeah, not ore. A lead ingot. Then this one's giving an iron ingot, and then this one also an iron ingot. Alright. Okay, now we can check out the next structure, which I accidentally mixed these two together. There's a tower that always leads you to a specific structure that we're going to check out. That is over there. And then this is the well. I've actually never discovered the well. I don't know what it does. But yeah, there's always usually a chest with this tower one. And then over here, you can find a Galvin pod. Usually just has some Omni shards, Galvin scrap, and iron ingots. But it has an incredibly rare chance to spawn with an Omnitrix already in it. Okay. Now we can check out this, which is what that tower one is for. So let me go into spectator. I had to make the land flat because of all the grass and trees, but oh wait, don't want to be in survival because there is a monster spawner with a machine scout. But this can spawn with all this loot, different mod again, different mod, different mod. This can spawn with another good loot. And then we'll check out that in a minute. Over here, you can find another Galvin pod with a bunch of different stuff. I don't think it spawns with Omni shards. I only think it spawns with Omni crystals. But then this. Oh, wait. That is a code tablet for self-destruct. Now, you have to get 5 of these to get the full code. Here, and it's never the same, so. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'm not going to use it on my Omnitrix, and I meant to say we need 6, but I'm not going to use it on my Omnitrix because it does take an hour to actually self-destruct. But that is not the only code tablet. There is also one for this, but before we head there, we have to look at this crafting recipe, the one that we skipped over. So, the ancient key, another ancient key, and the ancient urn gives you an ancient scroll. Now, you cannot read this as your own species. There's only one species that can read it, and that is a gray matter. Once you click it, it will give you a map, and then you can do that. And then I am on a flat world, so it won't show me it, but it usually just shows an X marks the spot. But I spawned this one over here, so that's why it won't show. But you go underground, and you'll find a whole dungeon looking thing. You will find a lot of good stuff here. There is, I believe there are a couple Omnitrix workbenches. There's chests all around. Yeah, like right here. Over here is another chest. I know there's Omnitrick workbenches somewhere. I just don't remember where. Ah, right here. Yeah, it'll always spawn with an Omnitrix workbench somewhere here. And then in the middle, I believe there are some mobs that spawn, but you can defeat them. Oh wait, there's also Gavin pods in each corner, I believe. Yeah, there's one over there, and then one in that corner over there. But I believe there are mobs that spawn here that you have to defeat before you can even loot here. But I'm sure you can see there. You do have to find 6 of these structures to even gain the right amount of these. This is the Master Control tablet. Now you click it just like the self-destruct one, but it's you still have to put in a code. So this one is 7, and I'll grab 6 more. Well, 5 more, I guess. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so that's the first one. That's the second one. That's third. Boom. There. So 6, 2, 7, 8, 9, 8. Now, if you want to do that, you have to press B, and then you can just scroll to put in the code. Now, again, I already have Master Control, so I don't need to do that. But that is the mod. That's the entire mod. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. Tell me what mod you want me to review next. And I will see you in the next video. Alright.